Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to lecture number 44. Today we had a quiz, and the solution of this quiz is we have 65 minus 23. We convert the 65 to its binary component using calculator, 23 to the binary component using calculator. Then we find the 2's complement, the sine 2's complement. The first one will be copy, everything else flip. And then you do the addition, the final answer is 101010, which is 42. The second question he's asking you to convert EE234 in a base of hexa to decimal. So that's 14 times 16 to the power 4 plus 14 times 16 to the power 3. You do the same method, the final answer is 97541. Any question? Okay. We took a photo, and what is this diode? Zener diode. How do you distinguish the Zener from the regular? The color. It's usually, it comes with a special material. Why? عشان الريفرس breakdown. Reverse breakdown, this material will act as a battery in the reverse breakdown, where the positive عند ايش؟ عند الشريط هذا، عند the dash bar, okay, the negative, the cathode. Okay, don't forget, in the forward region, it's where? Regular diode. Okay. We also talked in the last lecture, pretty much today is the last lecture in terms of what's required in the exam. The next two lectures, we will talk about general topics, okay? So last time we stopped at applying De Morgan's law. So how to apply De Morgan's law, Mishal? It's important to. Okay, good luck. It's important to apply De Morgan's law, changing all the ors and ands and applying what? Complements. So D equal A plus C, A and C will be what? Will be A and, so don't look at this step, you don't need to look at this step, jump directly to here. A not, the and will be or, the C will be not, this or will be and, B not will be B, the and will be or, C will be C not, the or will be and, A not will be A, the and will be or, the B not will be B, the or will be and BC will be B bar plus C. And that's it. That's how to apply De Morgan's law. No need to simplify it. You're not required to simplify it. So what are the steps? Change every and to or, every A to A prime, every B prime to B, every C to C prime, and C prime to C. That is how to do it, okay? Yes. Well, it's used, De Morgan's law, it's used to, if you don't have, for example, a simple example, if for instance you have this example. You have, for example, A prime plus B prime. And you only have and circuit. So if you apply De Morgan, this will be what? AB, right? So you apply A and B. So one application is to get rid of ors, get ands. If you apply this example, it has more ors than ands. If you want to play with types of gates that you're using. Okay? But its major advantage is if you have a simple expression, you want to get a simpler circuit. So for this circuit, how many gates you need? You need 2 inverter and what? 1 OR. This one, you only need 1 AND. You don't need to have inverter. So which one is cheaper? This is a direct application of De Morgan's law. Get it? Who asked the question? Clear? This is how the book solved the problem, is we replace and by or and vice versa. He's doing it in 2 steps. So the first step he is replacing every and with or, and the second step he is doing what? The inversion process. So he put a big nut here. And he stops. He didn't continue. But you can continue using, and then add the big nut at the end. We forgot about the big nut at the end. So revise the steps. The variables are replaced by their inverse. Every and with or. The entire expression is inverted. Don't forget the big bar. Okay, I forgot the big bar. Do not forget. Any question about De Morgan?
So, كان عندي أقواس كيف أسويها؟
Don't make it complicated. Just if you know how to do this example, inshallah, you'll be able to do the final example. We are here to learn the concepts, not to squeeze you on the final. You will be surprised how the final exam will be straightforward. Because I know half of you will not study. Okay, Asim? It will be inshallah easy. That's the process. If you follow the process, aqwas, you don't care. Did we care about those parentheses? No, not really. Leave them. Okay? Are you talking about the last example?
كيف سووا expansion؟
No, he didn't do any expansion. What he did, forget about this. Here he did D prime and then he took. For this, it's clear. Every A will become A prime, every C will become C prime, every AND will become OR. You open parentheses, new parentheses are open. This OR will be AND, B plus C prime in a parenthesis, ANDed with A, ORed with B, ANDed with B prime plus C prime. So parentheses will generate themselves when you do the conversion. For example, BC will be what? B prime plus C prime. You have to open parentheses for them. And then don't forget that big bar. In the MCQ, you will have one option without the big bar, one option with the big bar, okay? So which one is correct? The option with? Big bar. Don't forget. Jihad or Hakim. Okay? This is another example. What will be this expression? A prime plus B prime ANDed with B plus C prime. How to do it? This doesn't have a solution here. Maybe if you go in the PowerPoint, there is a box that's hiding the solution. It is A ANDed with B plus C prime, the big bar. Get it? Who didn't get this example? Can you do this example? This is the level we're expecting in the test.
ايش المينينج حق البيج بار اللي فوق؟
Because you are inverting everything, so you have to invert the final signal. Yani if you look at this example, oh, I'm sorry, there's a big bar here. We forgot the big bar. There is a nut here. Just to correct this example, okay? We forgot the big bar. Always I forget the big bar. Don't forget.
يعني لما اسوي اجيب الترمز اكسبريشن لازم يكون نفسه نفس الدي. كذا استعمل تو بار.
Yes. Actually, this answer is the big D. If you don't put the big bar, that's D prime. Okay? Another example is this example. Try to do this at home. But what will happen is the big bar will cancel this big bar. Okay? So you will end up with something like E equals F prime ORed with G prime H ANDed with F prime plus G. And then there is a big bar here, you put a big bar. The big bar will cancel the big bar that's already in the problem. So the final answer will be without any bar. Yeah, 2 bars, but a bar will cancel the bar.
2 بار على هذا.
لا 1 bar على هذا البار.
يصير إيه بار.
لا.
2 بار.
E equals, if you follow the process, you already have what? Original bar here, صح? In the final step, you add another bar. A bar with a bar, they will cancel each other. Please do it this way. This bar is original, this bar is from De Morgan. The original will cancel had De Morgan. Again, can you do it quickly? Yeah. F prime ORed with G prime and H ANDed with F prime plus G. The big bar on top of the original bar, they will cancel.
بعد ما فكينا.
E. Okay? Well, because of the quiz. Next lecture we will cover XOR and NOR. I don't think I will explain it now. We don't have time. But try to do De Morgan's law. Try to solve more problems, more challenging problems. Guaranteed that you will have 2 or 3 problems, okay? So in the next lecture, we will have a very simple lecture, 3 slides, and then we will stop here. We will not talk about 7.4. Next Sunday, we will take attendance. Please come. We will give an optional lecture about chapter 8, which is not required in the final exam, and then we will say goodbye. Now, for those who wants to use their absences and not come to next lecture, سامحونا إذا في قصور. If you want to be absent, be absent. It's your right. Your time is valuable. I appreciate those who are coming, but I wish you all the best in life. There will be a lecture Thursday. There will be a lecture Sunday. Okay? We will drop the lowest 2 quizzes. Under certain circumstances, the average of the classwork will be what? Roughly 80%, okay? 80%, which is 20 out of 25. So the average, the quizzes will be scaled, either up or down. We'll see you Thursday. For those who are not coming, we'll see you in the final. Remember, I'll put the details of the final. Where is the final location? Building? 24, but when?
Here?
مبنى الأوريا. Go to the registrar. Go here. Courses? No. Registration? What is it? Exam. Final exam schedule? 242, 234. It's the only 234 in the university. So 57, room 219, okay? 7 p.m., May 24. It will be 3 hours. No more than 3, maybe 2 hours and a half. Building 57 اللي هو عند الأوريا. Room 219. Okay? We'll put it in the announcement. We'll see you Thursday. Yes, online.